Welcome back. It is the Buckmaster Show in the Green Things Zocalo Village studio. Guests appear on our live line, courtesy of Rincon Ventures Real Estate and Property Management. Time for our monthly interview segment featuring the monthly Scam Alert, presented by the Better Business Bureau of Southern Arizona. We always welcome to the microphones Pam Crim, CEO of the BBB. Pam, how are you?
I'm great. How are you today, Bill?
Doing well, and there have been so many changes due to the ongoing pandemic. And the BBB, I know you've seen a huge increase in the consumer scams.
We've seen a huge increase of inquiries on our website as well as our scam tracker, which you can find at bbb.org. And there's just a ton of information for consumers and business owners because there are some scams that involve businesses as well.
So the online purchase scams have been around. They've been traditionally in the last, really since 2017, 18 and 19, considered the top three riskiest scams. But now in 2020, they're way up.
Yeah, they've climbed to, out of all the scams that we looked at or that we get reports on, it's 38% is online. You know, there's a lot more activity online now that many of us are home.
80% of consumers reporting that they're doing online purchasing. Well, the 80% that have reported they've lost money through a scam, right?
Right. And the average of the online scam is about $100. Where you get into the higher losses monetarily are the larger purchases, such as, unfortunately, the puppy scam is back.
It is?
It's back big time. And I truly believe, and our research tells us, and we know that everyone is purchasing more pets because they're home. Mm-hmm. I know my son did that, bought a puppy, right?
Yeah.
And so I think people get these offers, or I know they do, on the internet that are too good to be true. And so, yes, that darn puppy scam is back. So I really caution all of your listeners to be very wary of that.
How does it work? What is the puppy scam?
Well, the puppy scam is you go on and you do a typical search for a puppy, and fake websites come up. And even if you scan through several of the websites, you'll start to see repeat pictures of the same pet. So they will then want you to purchase the pet as quickly as possible. They'll want you to wire money or buy gift certificates that you will be sending to them. And they're really not willing to be a lot forthcoming on contracts and et cetera. So they'll sell a puppy, maybe a puppy that's worth a couple $1,000s. It'll be on their website for $850. So
What?
It's compelling, right? You would look into it, but it's very interesting how many of them use the same picture. So that's an alert if you look at several of the sites.
So they will find an image that has the cutest puppy in the world,
Yes.
but then you start to see that image repeatedly.
Yes.
That's kind of the iconic image that tells you, watch out.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely. That's been our experience.
What's going on with the motor vehicle scam?
Well, yeah, that's still out there, motor vehicle and a lot of other types of consumer products. Again, all of us are looking to not go to a location to purchase something, correct? Be it a car dealer or whatever. And again, so those folks, the bad guys, as we say, or bad gals, they migrate to those opportunities.
There's also the medical and nutrition scam. This even includes ordering masks.
Yes, it does. And a lot of times those masks don't arrive, or when you get them, they're chintzy and they're not really the filter rate that you wanted to or that you expected to get. So again, the biggest thing to safeguard yourself against scams is to educate yourself.
And the holiday season approaching, so many people are going to be doing doing online shopping. You can just see by all the national TV ads showing people with the Christmas tree, and then they've got a laptop and they're doing their Christmas shopping.
That's right.
So it's all about that this Christmas season.
It is, and Black Friday's changing too.
Yeah.
So it's no longer leaving the Thanksgiving table to go out and do your shopping. You can do your shopping virtually starting this month. So a lot of them are running different specials. But the thing that concerns us most at the Better Business Bureau is when people use social media to go to a website. So if you're on Facebook and you know they push out those ads to you,
Right.
If you click on them, many times they're not even authentic websites. So the best thing to do is to get out of your social media, do an inquiry on Google or straight to the URL. If you want to go to Nordstroms.com or Target.com, go to that straight to it. Don't go through another social media, because that's when things get spoofed. And you can always hover over the address as well as email addresses too when you get those inquiries in your email to purchase things, because many times that too is spoofed. And you always want to look to make sure that there's not grammatical errors and there's not spelling errors. Those are all things that give you a hint that it's not necessarily the top-notch firm that you were looking to do business with.
And then online reviews, check those as well.
Absolutely. And the BBB.org, we have a very large review base, as well as Google and many others. So just get as much information as you can as a consumer. An informed consumer has a lot less chance of being scammed.
What's the old saying? If a deal looks too good to be true, it probably is.
That's exactly right.
And don't give your personal information out without confirming that you know who you're giving it to.
Right. Not only when you're purchasing something, but again, those emails that end up in your mailbox that say it's your bank or whatsoever, they're not going to solicit that information from you in that manner.
What's going on with your big signature event? It's called the Torch Awards.
We're very excited about that. It's the Torch Award for Ethics, and we celebrate local business, nonprofits, and a millennial business owner. And we do this every year, and it's going to be in May. We have decided to do it virtually once again. We were one of the first organizations to have a virtual award ceremony last year, and it was
didn't it?
It was very successful. We felt it was the feedback that we got. We know we didn't have a lot of runway. We had about 6 weeks to do that. So we think it's going to even be better because we've learned from ourselves and we've learned from others. There's been a lot of successful awards programs in Southern Arizona. And so I think we all want to help each other with that. And we're very excited. We are accepting applications as well as endorsements. So if you'd like to go to bbb.org Tucson Torch and add a business that you've done business with, or a nonprofit, or a millennial business owner that you really feel deserves the opportunity to get an ethics award, we would really invite you. We've had a lot of applicants already, but we have lots of room for more.
And what's the deadline?
The deadline's going to be the end of the year. It's a December deadline.
So the nominations will be open until December the 31st. And
Yes.
again, what areas can folks make a nomination?
It's by business size. So
Okay.
we usually have the 1 to 5 and the 6 to 15, et cetera. And then we also have nonprofits. So we have those that are under $2 million in operating budget and those that are above that. And then also a millennial. So anyone that, I think it's 35 this year, if I'm right,
Okay.
who has ownership in a particular business. They don't have to be the sole owner, but they have to be a member of that LLC or corporation.
Now, last year, your title sponsor was South 32, and Pam Crim, you were so happy with them.
They are a wonderful partner for us and our community in general. So we're very proud, and they just signed on to be our title sponsor for 3 more years. And I really love the trust that they've given us, because they've said if you do it virtually this year, which they're very supportive of, or if we go to a gala the other 2 years, they're in to help us. And
Very
we really
cool.
very much appreciate it.
Very good. Congratulations, Pam Crim
you.
of the Better Business Bureau. And again, your website, Pam?
bbb.org.
That's got everything you need, not only about the Torch Awards, but all of the consumer information all there for you. Pam, thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, the Buckmaster Show continues in the Green Things Zocalo Village studios. We'll be right back.